thinking about your whole life, and if your body could speak just one sentence about it, what would it be?
To me, if I was to go and I'm saying it to myself and my body, from everything it's brought me through and carried me through, I would say, I'm so proud of you. And that's wholeheartedly, from through it all. I am so proud of you. And if it was something that, I am going through, or anybody is going through this really, really hard time, and they don't know how to get through it, I would say go right through it. Don't use anything to numb it. You're just
Suffer. Go through the
suffer it.
suffering. Fight it.
Yeah. Don't try. I done it myself. Don't try numb it. Because it's not going away. It's not going
You're
away.
just burying it,
Yeah, you're burying
and
it.
one day it will
And one thing,
surface.
I thought I was doing good by burying it. I couldn't bury it. I literally kept burying it. And I showed up with a smile on my face, and then everyone could see me like, hi, hello. Because that's, I don't know, so many people turned around and said, like, you just got up and you just kept going with a smile on your face. And I was like, yeah, that's what I had to do, I didn't actually have to do that. That was actually a form of self abuse, abusing myself by burying it all, showing up, smiling, like everything was okay, like I'm fine, when I wasn't. Because I cared so much about the people around me, I cared so much about everybody that I had to look like I was okay to stop them worrying so much about me. When all that really done was make them worry more. Because everyone like, there's no way she's really
No,
okay.
yeah.
She couldn't be okay. And then there's a level of like your brain disconnecting from your heart and all. And I'm a firm believer in that now. Sometimes the trauma or what you're going through is just so much that everything disconnects. So you think you're fine and you think you're okay, but you're really not. It's just your brain will only give you like will switch off and allow you to feel what you feel at certain times. But we live in a society where it's like normalized going to the pubs and drinking and escapism, escaping from it. Like you're even escaping when you're scrolling. So many, when you learn, like when you get into sobriety and stuff, you realize how many things are an escape. Even sex, going out having sex with people, drinking alcohol, going, you name it. When I made a conscious decision that I wasn't going to escape anymore. And that was hard. There were so many days I have a picture of myself even where I am literally flat on the bed and I take it and I'm lifeless. I look like absolute shit. And all I want is a drink or something to numb the pain inside me. But I didn't do it.
You pull it through.
And that was excruciating. But if you don't sit with it, you're not healing from it. And a lot of people can't sit with themselves. I was one of them people. I really was. But I made a conscious decision to heal from me and my kids, that they deserved a happy, healthy mom. And that's what I done. So it does take an awful lot of willpower. Oh, and I mentioned the gym. The gym as well is an escape, but it's a healthy
It's a
escape.
health escape, actually, yeah.
Yes, there's healthy escapes. If you got to escape somehow,
At least do it
and my
healthy.
karate, that was an escape, a healthy escape. But yeah, the hardest thing to do is to sit with yourself and face yourself. Because sometimes you can just be completely oblivious, you know, to stuff, and a lot of people aren't ready to look at themselves in the mirror properly and face themselves of you know, of anything, and it's fucking heavy. I tell you, there was an awful lot of things that mirrored to me that I was not comfortable knowing about myself. That I was like, oh, but you have to get to know yourself, and you have to accept your flaws. There's none of us perfect. We all have light and darkness inside of us.
Correct. Now, as a man, we're supposed to be strong. We're not supposed to show our weaknesses. We're supposed to go through, to push through, to don't look inside. Just be strong. If you have issues, if you suffer, no one cares. Just show up. What do you think about it?
I think that that's not true, to be honest with you. And you're saying that nobody cares. Obviously, like, that's supposed to be a thing that has been done away with. Like men not being able to show emotions and things that are heavy and stuff like that. Because, I think as well that ego.
You're weak. That's what men are afraid of. You're weak. You're worthless. You're not a man. Why are you crying? Just man up and go do it. Just smile. That's it. Don't worry. Bear it. That's what society is now.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be. And that isn't the way. Like, for example, myself, I would only admire that in a man, to show emotion,
The openness.
the openness, absolutely. It's okay not to be okay, and like I have to politely disagree with you there, because I don't think society is like, I think if anything, they're encouraging that not to be the case now. Because, we all need to heal. We all need to face our stuff. And then by the men not believing that they have to stay strong and they can't show emotional, sure, what's that doing? What are they doing? Burying it.
Yep.
Probably so many women are left without their husbands now, and without men, because they can't cope. They can't face their shit. Do you know what I mean? It's also causing trouble in because they can't connect. But I do also know there's an awful lot of men out there that is in touch with their feeling and have a really nice, like, safe relationship where they can be themselves and do it. You can be a strong man. You can be a strong man, very masculine man, and still have emotion. I feel like that's where true connection lies as well. When a man can open up and say how they feel and go through. Because, it's hard on a man. It's very, very hard to be a man. I'm teaching my son, like, to, like, let his emotions out. Like, if anything, that's a big thing for me. I don't want him holding it in, you know. But he's only 7. He's going on 8. So I just hope that I can keep him that way, because I know it changes as they get older as well.
It is up to you, in a way,
Mm.
how you bring him.